everybody lies.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Isn't that interesting? Today you're going to watch the first video of a 3-part video series that is going to address some of the main relationship problems. The first reaction to that usually is, me? No, I don't.
I want to watch this video.
Exactly, exactly. By the way, I'm Pastor Julie, and just to let you know, I've been in private practice and counseling for many years, and I've worked with thousands of people, helping them reach their relationship goals. It's my passion. I love doing it.
Yes, and I'm Dr. TJ. My emphasis and study is relationships and counseling, and I'm very passionate about helping people reach their relationship goals.
Right.
From being single to being in a healthy and successful marriage.
So everybody lies, and when I say this to couples that come in or people, they're always like, I don't, and I'm like, well, let me explain that. So the way that we lie in relationships is that we may have something that we want to tell somebody. So I have something I want to tell you, but then I kind of project or predict what your response will be. And I'm not really comfortable with that response. I don't like it. So I decide I'm not going to tell you. And what's happened is I've just lied through omission. Okay, so I've decided to not share that part of me with you or what's going on. Now, typically what happens is those things add up and they pile up. Okay, and so honestly, in relationships, it's not the big deals that blow relationships up. It's more the small things that are left unaddressed over time.
Yeah.
And so everybody lies, and you don't have to. We have lots of resources that will help you with this. Number one is learning communication and understanding the mechanisms of communication and what it really is. We teach a communication format that is excellent. I am a true believer that most people don't know how to communicate because they've never learned. And also because it's hard to communicate if you don't kind of have a structure in mind. So communication, boundaries we're going to offer to you. All of those things will help you in this area to kind of eliminate that little lying, And a lot of times we think we're not lying because I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's a big people, I didn't say it. I'm like, you don't have to say it.
Yeah.
Right? As a man thinketh, so he is.
Yeah. And I'm sure everybody's like, I'm completely honest. I never lied to my significant other. I wouldn't do that intentionally.
Right.
But what we don't say hurts them as well.
Yeah, I think that's important. And you use the word intentional. You're right. A lot of times the thought process in this is, well, if I don't say it, then I'm not intentionally lying. Right? But the decision to not say it is actually being intentionally dishonest.
Yeah. And I think if you ask yourself a question and being honest with yourself, not lying to yourself, did my spouse or significant other or the person I'm in a relationship with, did they hurt my feelings or did I become upset and I don't address it? Do I automatically feel better about it when I don't address it? And if the answer is no, then it's affecting you in some type of way, and that needs to be addressed.
It does, because anything left unaddressed like that is going to cause you to respond differently in the relationship going forward.
And it doesn't seem fair to the other person because they don't know what they did or what's happened that has, elicited this different response.
Right, they just experienced the shift, and now they're trying to decide what's going on, and unfortunately at this point you're kind of thrust into the cycle then.
Yes.
Whatever that is, we call it the codependent cycle, to be honest, because it's whenever you're worried about how somebody else is going to think or feel or act, and you adjust your behavior based on that. That is a codependent response. Temperament is foundational. Temperament reveals the handprint of God on your life, who He created you to be. So if you're sitting here and you said, I'm having some relationship problems, my first question to you would be, do you really understand who you are? Yeah. Do you really understand what your wants and needs are? And have you ever explored that? If not, I strongly encourage you to definitely invest in the temperament training. It is amazing.
Yes. And one thing to remember is that this is all online, so you don't have to look up on Google, find a counselor, then go to this place at an inconvenient time and sit on this weird couch and talk about your life story to this person who's trying to figure you out in 4 to 6 sessions. Or you can just simply go to our training, take the test, do it all at home, do the homework, and learn the principles and the tools to help you become successful and how to deal with problems in your relationship.
Yeah.
And it's up to you. There's nothing holding you back, stopping
Nothing.
you. You just have to make the decision to say, like, this is important to me, it's worth it, and I want to invest in myself and the person that I'm with.
Yeah, invest in yourself today for sure. And stay tuned, because the second part and the third part are stinking thinking and what happened.
I'm sure everybody's asked that question, like, what happened? That's going to be a really cool video, just because so many people, you know, are in relationships and everything's like perfect up front, like he's so dreamy or she's so cool, and then all of a sudden, like what happened? Things change. You wake up one day and like you don't even recognize the person. You know, their attitudes and the way they respond to you so different.
It's
So,
changed, yeah.
first question. Yeah, what was your initial reaction? We always like to find out about that. Question 2 would be, yes, yes. So comment below with those answers to those questions, and we look forward to reading those comments.